a quick gulp of tea before we start, even though it's probably not a good idea though, because I can't have the AC on because of course it's gonna be noisy. So this room is getting hot, plus hot tea, plus I'm talking and there's lights. Maybe I should switch to cold water next time, but hey, what's up guys, Ricky here. Today I wanna talk about blue hour photography. I would say its golden hour's not very well known cousin, but it's definitely worth learning about and also trying out as well. So blue hour takes place when the sun sets and we're left with a blue tone in the sky. With clear skies, you can actually see a gradient of purple, red, and orange caused by the set sun, and it could look pretty magical if you ask me. The overall light during blue hour is really great, so you could virtually shoot anything, but it's especially helpful for city and landscape since it's the time when all the lights are usually at the same intensity. Now, I like to split this time of the day into 3 parts. The first part would be fading orange. This is when the sun has just set, but there's still a really bright line in the horizon that fades to shades of orange, but then that starts giving away to the blue. Some might actually still consider this time the end of golden hour versus the start of blue hour, which makes sense because while you do get a light blue sky, the light cast on objects still has that soft warm tone. Now part number 2 is the official blue hour. This is arguably the best time, and if you're lucky, nature can gift you a bright purple in between the little orange that's left in the horizon and the bright blue above you. So you have 3 different shades of color. But usually what you'll see is a dense blue tone covering everything. Now quick tip, and of course it depends where you are taking the photos, but try to take a sweater or a coat if you think you'll need it. I just remember I was at Joshua Tree trying to capture golden hour, blue hour, and of course when you're in the middle of nowhere and it gets dark, it can get pretty chilly. So all I had was like a thin sweater, so try to plan ahead and layer up if needed. But yeah, blue hour is perfect to get a cool gradient in the background. You can actually get like a really cool silhouette of someone with this gradient as the background. I love those kind of photos. Or another option is that you try and shoot candy colored scenes that feel kind of unreal thanks to the soft light that's still being emitted and the really unique, in my opinion, purplish tones. Now number 3 and the last part I call hour after dark. So during this time, I would say not to trust your eyes because even when you think it's getting pretty dark, it really isn't if you have a tripod. So try to remember your tripod or look for a surface to place your camera. I would say that hour after dark is where the dedicated souls shine because a lot of people, they go home, you know, it's too dark for photography and they're happy with the shots that they got during golden hour and blue hour, right? But they're failing to notice that there's still like a really soft blanket of light covering everything, and with the right gear, which can be whichever camera and a tripod, you can get some beautiful images even when you think it's too dark. The secret is long exposure. The light is there, guys, you just need more time to get it. It's just like slow cooking a good meal. It takes time, but the result can be amazing. Oh god, I'm hungry now. You can still savor those blues and purples in the sky while also getting a shadowless, completely even light everywhere else. If you're in the city, this is also the time where the windows, they start to light up, but it's not too dark, so it's the perfect time to get a really good exposure of both internal and external scenes that you want to be cohesive. I think I should mention a couple more things that I would personally bring to a blue hour photography session, which are extra batteries, a tripod, a remote shutter maybe, and even food. Oh, and a coat. As I mentioned before, if it's going to be kind of chilly where you are, you want to prepare with all these things. If I were you, I would also try to scout the places through like Google Maps so that once you get there, you don't have to roam around too much and you pretty much know where you're going to shoot. And just like golden hour, blue hour does not last long. So you want to get there early. You want to test some compositions, you know, just play around with your camera while you have time, because once it's blue hour and golden hour, if you're there for that as well, you got to go because you don't want to waste any time, especially with something that you could have done beforehand. Now, if you really want to over prepare and geek out, there are apps and websites like photoephemeris.com that let you track the sun and preview where it's going to be so that you can find the perfect position. Remember as well that this is the time to get creative and find some unique shots, especially since a lot of people, again, they don't take advantage of blue hour. Everyone knows about night photography, daylight of course, and everyone likes golden hour, but again, blue hour is another bridge that kind of unites darkness and lightness and gives you these amazing colors, and if you're lucky, a super awesome smooth gradient. And again, the shots can be amazing, so just play around with your settings, play around with your camera, your tripod, whatever you have at your disposal, and get those shots. But that's it from me. I really hope that this video encourages you and prepares you for what comes right after golden hour. And if you have any friends that you think don't know too much about blue hour, share this video, and of course subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.